Hey, in this video, I'm going to try and convince you that you should start using this new system for your worship team at your church, and it's called the number system. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you've never used it. It is a way of simplifying scale degrees to numbers rather than the name of the note itself. So, for instance, if I play in the key of G, the first note in that scale is G. The fourth note in that scale is C. The fifth is D, and the sixth is E, right? That is how the natural number system works. It's 1, 4, 5, 6. There's also 2s. There's also 7. Right, and 1. And I'm going to tell you that in the description there is something that you want to download. It's free to you. It is the number system guide for your worship team, and it has a brief explanation of what the natural number system is, so that when you hand this to a new volunteer or to somebody who just doesn't understand the number system, they will be able to understand it. And then it has a cheat sheet table that has the numbers 1 through 7 of the scale that correspond with every major scale in that table. So that is down in the description, but first and foremost, I need to explain to you how this is helpful for you, right? Playing How Great Is Our God. Normally, I would play in G, you have your G, and then you have your D over F sharp or F sharp over D down to E minor, then you have your C major, D major, back to your G. Now, that's fine, but that's a lot of extra words. G major, E minor, C major. With a number system, it's a lot simpler. I go my 1, my 5 over 7, because my 5 is my D, my 7, right? That's my F sharp. 5 over 7, we've got our 6 minor, our 4, our C, our 5, which is our D, and back to our 1, G. I'm going to have my friend Caleb jump in with me, and we're going to play the same song, How Great Is Our God, in the key of G, and then we'll change to C, and then I'll do some live call-outs of chords, and you'll see how much easier using the natural number system is for on-the-fly changes than if we were calling out full chords and all of their modifications. We're going to start off in G, and he knows the song, I know the song, so we're just going to play it. So here we go. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're on the 1, 5 over 7, 6, 6 minor. Comes the 4, comes the 5, to the 1. Great. Now, because Caleb's actually playing in C shapes and he's transposed down, we're going to go to the key of C now. And for Caleb, nothing is going to change except a couple buttons. For me, I just play some more cowboy chords that I know. So Caleb has transposed his keyboard back to C, so no transposition happening. And I'm just going to play cowboy chords in the key of C. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 over 7, 6 minor. There's a 4. There's a 5. 1. All right. And you heard right there how easy it is for me to direct the band in the way that we're going. It's very easy for Caleb to know that I would like us to go to the 4 next. I would like us to go to the 5 next. And for if you have a music director, it's just that simple. You can say, here comes a 5, here's the 6 minor, 2, 3, 4. It's easy to do count-ins, and there's a lot less things that I need to be saying into that microphone. It makes things much simpler for music directing. So now I'm going to change the key to the key of C because we have a female who wants to lead the song this morning, or we need to change the key to C, and this is just for an example. So now we're in the key of C. My 1 is C. My 6 minor is A. My 4 is an F. My 5 is G. I'm back to the 1, which is a C. You can see that how easy that is for me to just change that. And in my head, as a guitar player with cowboy chords like this, it's very easy for me to know that if my 1 is in C shapes, my 4 is the F shape, my 5 is a G, my 6 is an A minor shape, and I'm back to my 1. So if I use a capo, for instance, I think I've got one here. Let's say I want to play this now in A, right? So if we're playing an A, but in G shapes, I know that, right? It makes a lot of sense, but it's still my 1, my 6, my 4, my 5, back to my 1. And if I go to my C shapes, it's still my 1, my 6, my 4, 5, and my 1. I hope that's making a lot of sense to you. If it's not, download that free guide in the description. It's going to be a game changer for you. Hey, I hope that this video has been helpful for you. I hope it opened up some new ideas for you and helped bridge some gaps that you might have. And hopefully you can start implementing this as soon as this Sunday if you go and download that guide that's in the description. If I had had that when I was learning the natural number systems, I probably could have learned it in 2 days because I had a rudimentary understanding of what music theory was in the scale degree, right? So this would have been very easy for me to learn. But even if you have a volunteer who doesn't really understand scales, this is going to be helpful for them regardless, because they're going to be able to say, well, I know what a G is, and if G and C and D and E are all those things, well, then I might learn the scale that way. And for me, that's how it happened. Here at MXU, our goal is to help churches through 3 things that we do primarily. We have world-class training all on the MXU platform that's taught by industry pros. There's over 1,000 videos there. You think the videos that we do here on YouTube are great? You should go watch those. Second, we have a learning management system that we built specifically with the church in mind. And we have a planning center integration coming that is going to really change the game if you use Planning Center. And thirdly, we have one-on-one coaches available to you at any time that you need it, and you can just schedule a call with them inside of MXU. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, you can hit the first link in the description, and that second link is that guide that we've been talking about. And if you want to watch more videos, you can watch this video here about flow moments and flow transitions here on YouTube. We'll see you in the next video.